Holy Toledo. Anything look new? It is about 6:45 West Coast time. It's about 9:45 here. Woke up, got the shave in, gonna try an early morning video, post in the daytime. How you like me now, you little devils? Real great shower. Let me see here. Phone needs to charge, but let's take our Vites. Can we take our Spidey Vites? Hold up. And we're gonna get into some magic for you. The magic hour. No Harry Potter. You gonna eat? Boop. Boop. Okay. Oh, we got more Vites. So that's a daily vitamin. Now we got some turmeric and ginger. Hello. Open up. Boop. And then we got our super green gummy, health from within. Ain't that the truth, playa? All right, let's get to it. Bunch of magic happening. Okay, we got page 1. We got page 2. There's the smiley face. First story. The guy's talking on the radio, right? These are some goofy glasses. I got them at Goodwill. They don't bend. I think they might be workshop glasses. Like I might be on the sawing board, but hey, I like being a little goofy. You know what I mean? Like being a little butt of the joke, maybe. Having a good time. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Hey, don't tempt me with a good time. So my buddy used to always say at the bar, dude, anytime anybody said something about hooking up or partying, dude, and he never showed up. You'd invite him anywhere, he'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna think about it. I'll probably be there. Dude had to get to work. He was like, he never showed up, but he always said his catchphrase, and now anytime anybody says it, it makes me think of him. His name was Ryan, but he also had a couple nicknames, Slippy, Slipster, the Trickster. He had another one too that I'm forgetting, but great guy. Great guy. Okay, let's get into it. This guy's talking about, it was when the playoffs were going on, NFL playoffs, kind of a big deal, hello, but he's got a couple kids, right? He gets home, you know, Saturday or Sunday, and like they get home from some errands or whatever, and he's so hyped. He's like, dude, I am about to just plant myself up on this couch, post up, back it in, this rear thing, right in the middle cushion, both arms, double eagle widespread, boom, boom. And then his kid comes running up and he goes, but Dad, you promised you were going to teach me basketball today. And dude, he was like, devastated. Shit. Fucking kid. I'm just kidding, but he really was like, man, do I really reschedule this? But he ended up going and teaching his kid basketball. And he said, taught him how to dribble, both hands, putting some shots up, you know what I mean? Having fun. And he says he, you know, the memory of that football game would have probably lasted him for, you know, an hour or two right after the game. Oh, that was a good game, you know, cool, whatever. But he said that memory, those memories he just made with his kid might last him for a lifetime, man. So, maybe think, I don't know, nearsighted, farsighted, long-term goals. I don't know. Just really think about the actions you're taking and the lasting impact they might have. Here's another one here talking about I don't really know how to apply this, but someone just said a new role or a life-threatening change. Both of those will change your priority and let you see things in a new light. You know, you become a father. You become a boss. You get told you have 6 months to live. Aren't those things going to more teach you what's important? You become a husband or a wife. You adopt a kid. I don't know, you, maybe you have a, what's it called when you, like, have a child, but they don't make it? Like, that's going to take you to just, hey, calm down, let's relax. What's important here? My health, the people I love, my time, my energy, my values, you know, things like that. Somebody was talking about, too, in one of my books I was reading, it was like, this lady came down with, I think cancer, maybe it was some other type of disease, but they say, hey, sometimes when you get that, It's telling you to refocus on yourself. She was like, you know, a lot of people that get this, they're too worried about helping others, and they neglect themselves, their own health, their own stress levels, their own needs. So keep that in mind too. I never quite thought about that, and the doctor was just encouraging her and telling her, hey, like, this is a time now where it's not about what everybody else wants, it's about what you want. And he probably booped her right on the nose, right? Just, hey, it's about you, my little darling, my little precious angel, right? I'm in, you in? Read the story too about, it was, I don't know, a long time ago in baseball. I'm reading that baseball book, but it was this Jewish player, right? And you know me, I'm the religion guy. Love religion. Love spiritual, love, you know, what don't I love? But he's talking about, you know, he was a great baseball player, right? An amazing baseball player. I think it was Hank Goldberg, look him up. Something close to that. I had never heard of him, but then I looked up his stats and I was like, holy shit. This guy's a freaking beast. Maybe I'd heard of him once, but so in the middle of his prime, like he plays like 5 years, then he goes to World War II for like 4 years. Hey yo, middle of his prime. Do you know how many homers he could have freaking smacked? And I think right when he came back, he smacked another homer. They're like, this guy can't play anymore. You know, he said, oh, I just came from the war. You think I give a damn shit about trying to hit a damn little ball? Do that in my sleep. I just watched my buddies die over there. You know what I mean? That dude probably came back absolutely made of iron and steel and metal, but that's not the point. He said he missed a game to let go, and I'm not that familiar with Jewish religion or the phrase, but I think he said to go to a congregation, and people were like, he's not gonna miss this game, is he? Like, team needs him. It's a playoff push, you know what I mean? But it's his religion, and so he missed the game to go to the congregation, and it was really divided. Some people hated him for it. Some people really stood up and applauded him for it. But he said that was the only time he actually felt like a hero. Not even going to World War II, not even being a great baseball player. It was putting aside these other things for no. I got, you know, my religion comes first. This is my commitment. You know, I hold my values true. I'm not gonna be pushed off my spot because y'all telling me what I should do. No. So I love when people take a stand, think for themselves, go their own way, and just, you know, people will lash out at you. There's gonna be some backlash. People are gonna not forgive you. People are gonna want to make fun of you, keep bringing it up. But no, if you know something's valuable to you, and you know what's important, you got to stick to it. And people eventually, I think, will come around and say, you know what, I respect them for that. I respect them for that. It is just a game after all. It's a little baseball game. And I'm a big baseball guy, but it's just a game. This one says, we are not our feelings, our moods, or our thoughts. Like, a lot of time we think we're sad, so we must be a sad person. Or we have a bad thought, and we're like, wow, I guess that's us. That defines us. Where'd that come from? Or we're in a bad mood, and we're like, yeah, I'm that bad bitch, or you know what I mean? I'm like one of those type deals. But what they say is, you can think. I mean, I don't even know if it's thought. Like they call it awareness, but you can go outside your thoughts, feelings, and moods. Like, why did I think that? I don't really think that. I don't believe that. Well, that was just random, you know. Like, so step outside those. Don't let those even define you. Tony Robbins was talking about, like, there's the mind and then there's the soul. And he's like, my soul tells my mind what we're going to do. And it tells my body. It's like, your mind will sometimes like, no, we don't want to do that. And he's like, no, we're doing it. I say we do it, and we do it. And that's why he's kind of a crazy bastard, and I love him for it. Like, you know, he does those cold plunges. He's like, there's never a day I want to go in there. But he's like, I tell my body to jump, and we fucking jump. So that was kind of badass, by the way. I talked to my brother when I was at the gym, right? Had the longest Stairmaster I've ever done. You just start realizing I'm the only one limiting myself. You know, I used to only think I could do 5 minutes on the Stairmaster. Then I did 10. Then I did 12. Then I did 15. Now I did 20. Then I was on the bike yesterday. And it did help talking to somebody. You know, bring your iPad. Bring a book. Bring something to, I used to play chess on my phone. Bring something to distract you. And then your mind's not in that moment. And it's like it's not even happening. Like I biked yesterday. I used to only do 5. Then I did 10, 15, 20, 30. You know what I biked yesterday? 45, and I wasn't even tired. I could have kept going. I just actually had to go home and get some sleep. But don't challenge me, because I think I will try to bike for 2 hours if I want to. And then this next one goes right into it. Here we go. Nice little segue, nice little follow-up interview, little second date here. Nobody rises to low expectations. I'm gonna take these off. My phone's also in black and white. Y'all should try this. So I don't even know what I look like. It's just black and white. 1, it helps me look at myself more. And then 2, the black and white on the phone, turning it to black and white, it makes you want to be on your phone less. It makes it less stimulating. Dopamine goes up less. So think about that as well. Somebody posted a really nice YouTube video on that. But nobody rises to low expectations. If I tell myself, hey, you know, I'm going to try to go out there and get two work deliveries, and if I could just work out for 20 minutes and, gosh, you know, maybe read 10 pages of a book. Am I going to do that? Barely, and probably, you know, not feel, but I could say, hey, I'm going to read 100 pages of a book. I'm going to work out for 2.5 hours, and I'm going to do 15 deliveries. Now what? Make your expectations high. Set your goals high. You can have little mini goals, but please set your end goals high. Expect the best out of yourself and out of others. We ain't settling no more, dog. We ain't in courtroom doing a little settlement. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know if I already told this, but I believe a lot in manifesting and bringing things to you or visualizing it. And lately, you know, I brought all those chicken soup for the soul, dude. I literally found like 12 in the Goodwill when I was looking for them. I was like, man, I love these books. I want more of these books. God, I'm going to go to the Goodwill. Hopefully I just find one. Nope. Found 12. Bought all 12. Then I was also like, man, I want to reread Harry Potter, man. I love Harry Potter. I want to see what was in the books that wasn't in the movie. I remember reading all those books. Great books. And God, I can't wait to go back. And then, lo and behold, look what's in Goodwill. And not even just a Harry Potter book, because I would have bought any of them. It could have been the 4th or the 5th. It was the first one to just say, hey, bud, get started. A little pat on my butt. That was God giving me a little pat on my butt right there in the Goodwill. And appreciate it, big guy. Appreciate that from you, 100. So yeah, things that you get excited for, things that you're looking for, that you want, that you're hoping for, that maybe the universe deems that you need. Okay. 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 I'm okay. Thank you, guys. Not okay. That too. Here's another good one. God, I got a bunch, people. Stay locked and loaded. Stay hard. You know what I mean? Pause it. All right, go for a run. Come back. Resume. We ain't doing no multiple camera angles, dude. We're getting straight to it. We're cutting the fat. We're trimming it. Change yourself. You can only change yourself. It's a door that can only be opened from the inside. I can't come as much as I want to come in there and kick that thing down, huh? With the SWAT team. I can't come with that door banger. That motherfucking, you know, that battery. That Trixie, that just have a good time, boom. I'm coming in, shoulder dislocated if I try. Knee, pop that thing out with the kick. Drop kick, no, didn't connect. You have to do it, you know? A lot of times you don't feel ready or someone's pushing you. It's got to be your choice first. Say, hey, you know what? I want to change. I need to change. I want to improve. I know I can improve. It's got to start with thoughts like that. And then you just got to be disciplined. Like you tell yourself you're going to do something and you do it. You tell yourself you're not going to do something, then you don't do it. And that can be difficult at times, but keep getting back on that horse. That horse will buck a little bit. But you're going to get right back on that thing, you know what I mean? So start with those thoughts, and then, dude, just think about what your potential could be. Oh, look, I got a little, my chest is coming in. Look at that. Little cleavage showing almost, dude. Playing for the Cleavage Cavaliers. Hey, yo. Shout out. So, yeah, you got that key. I don't got it. I got it for myself, and I boop, boop, popped it in there, put the code, microwave, set the temperature, boom, came out, cooked a little meal for us. So that's what I want y'all focusing on. That's what I want y'all doing. Here we go, another one. Oh, God, these are all good. I literally even cut some out that I didn't think were good. You know, maybe watch these videos and skip around. Because it's a lot to take in. I know it is. I mean, these are thoughts that I have, or really good things that I read, or things that somebody told me, or things that I witnessed out there. And it's over, like, you know, sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 periods. So there's a lot, but it's really good info, maybe to be slowly digest. You know, maybe don't get in the pool after watching this video. I don't want you to cramp up, anything like that. Don't want to be accountable there, but here we go. Be so busy improving yourself, boop, 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 that you have no time to even think about others or criticize others. Dude, make yourself into that diamond, man. I was in the gym yesterday. I'm visualizing different things. I'm picturing myself growing. I'm visualizing myself as a lion in the jungle. I'm visualizing myself as a diamond that's floating and glowing. Like, keep improving yourself. What's it going to be? Learning new skills, learning a language, marketing your business, working out, overcoming social anxiety, you know, taking care of your grandmother, doing a bunch of art. What's it going to be? Working on your singing. How are you increasing your value? How are you better today than you were yesterday? Me, I can bike 45 minutes now and I ain't scared. Me, I did another video yesterday, another short, building momentum, another one. DJ Khaled, another one. DJ Khaled, another one. Building that momentum. How else am I better? Got a little bit more sleep. Ate a little better food. Was texting a little girly. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. Looking up jobs. Boom. Looking up new places to rent. Boom. Okay? Having new ideas about workouts I want to do. Boom. New foods I want to incorporate. Boom, boom. Calling my buddies, calling my people, checking up on them. Boom. Okay? Ordered a book last night. Boom. You know, took some time, took some peace and meditation. Boom, 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 boom. Shaved up. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. It ain't about me, but you know, you want to come test me, you want to come try me, you better come correct. Okay? And I'm just kidding. Obviously, everyone is so different. Like, all those things could be stuff that you have no interest in. It could be keeping your stress levels down and spending more time with your cat. And, you know, maybe you become better at backing into a parking spot. I don't know. Let me run off this tangent. I'm out. Okay, so be so busy improving yourself. Okay, yeah, okay. Love that. My brother always says get 1% better every day. Just keep becoming a better you. Here's another good one. Is stress inflicted on you or created by you? You know, yesterday, I think I was stressing out a little bit. I wasn't getting any orders. I turned on my app. Hey, I'm ready to work, ready to make money, and they just weren't coming in. You know what? And I was stressed for a minute, and then I was like, hey, you know what? Let me take this time to, let me enjoy the clouds. I was just staring at the clouds, watching them move. Then I meditated and visualized in my affirmations a little bit. Then I read some books. Then I had 3 books in my car, read, 10, 15 pages each. Then I made a couple videos. Or maybe 1 video, and I wasn't stressed anymore. I was like, hey, you know what? Obviously, I need this time. I think I even laid back, closed my eyes a little bit, took some deep breaths, smiling, to myself. It's like a little joke that only I know, me and God up there. Shout out, big guy, once again. Thank you for this day. And the last one and the one before it. Ayo. Yeah. So a lot of the times you think a situation's stressful, but that's you creating stress. You're building things up in your head before they happen. What else was I thinking was stressful? My brother was a little bit late to the gym to meet me. And it ended up being fine. I just stayed a little bit later. Okay. You know? Still, I get to work out. I get to see my brother. Anything else really stressed me out? Not too much, no. Pretty easygoing day, all right? Keep going to keep growing. Some days aren't going to be exciting. Some days aren't going to be eventful. Some days you're going to feel like, man, I didn't really have it, but, I still tried my best. I got a few things done. Okay. Tomorrow will be better. Not every day is going to be perfect. Like somebody said, people always talk about, I'm waiting for that feeling. I'm waiting for that motivation. I'm waiting to feel like when I wake up, I'm feeling really good and I got all this energy and I'm ready to do that. That's rarely going to happen. A lot of days you're going to wake up and you get a lot on your plate and you're tired and, you're not sure about this, not sure about that. Can you fit this in? But you got to do the most you can do. And then that's when you feel like a real G. You're like, hey, I didn't even think I was going to do that. I didn't even think I wanted to do that today, and I did it. And I held it down. I locked it up. You know what I mean? I pitched my tent. I don't even know what that means, but it was time, and I made us a little home right here. Here's another good one. Life wants what's best for me, for you, for us. Like life, I think it's a game that, it's going to challenge us. Because because a challenge makes better out of us. Like it wants to see us succeed. It wants to see us at our best potential, but it wants to challenge us to make us our best version of ourselves. It's a fun little game. And it's serious, dude. You can take it serious or you could have fun with it, but it will challenge you. It will make you question things. It might break you down, but to build you back up, king. You know what I mean? Your sandcastle died at level 1, and you say, okay, fuck it. I saw that. I'm going to build that level 2 castle. Dude, somebody fucking rains on that thing. Kid falls on it. All right, bet you bitch-ass little kid. Level 3 castle. Next thing I know, dude, I got this huge mansion castle that you can't even penetrate. You can't even invade this thing, dude. It's got, it's got the moat now. Reinforced steel. That's your boy now. Seen the castle fall, man. Seen Rome collapse. And we're building back better than ever. Keep going. Okay, so life does want the best for me. That just makes me smile sometimes, God does love us. The universe does provide for us. We're here for a reason. We got purpose. We got passion. And the world's just a better place with the better we make ourselves. And there's a comforting little head nod for you, with my eyes barely open, but reputation worth more than money. This lady at the Goodwill was talking to me. She's like, she said a lot of funny things, but she's talking about reputation. She's like, hey, John might have a lot of money, but if I know he's, dishonest and mean and a jerk, I don't want to hire him. We don't want John around here. But, and it might be a really good job, but we're not going to hire John. I don't care if he's smart or whatever, if he's mean and he's dishonest or maybe he's stealing. He's got that bad reputation. Nobody's going to want John around. It's not going to work out for John. But Billy, Tommy, Georgina. You know what I mean? Let's say Sarah, Lily. Let's say Lily. Everybody loves Lily. She's a little Lily Daisy rosebud sunflower, right? And, you know, she might not be as qualified, or she might not have as much money, but she's honest. She's hardworking. Everybody loves her. She's a good time. She comforts people. She would never steal. She's got integrity. She's, you know, who do you want to work for? Who are you going to give that good job to? Let's say you're the boss and you're down to 2 candidates. Who's getting that job? Who do people want to be around? Who's going to end up finding themselves into a good job and making some good money? Damn girl Lily, shout out to her. So try to keep that reputation clean. You can always build on it. You can always enhance it. You can always, you know, rid yourself of the past. The past is the past. We let that go. From here on out, how are you gonna wake up today, become a better person? Where they say, "Damn, you know what? They really changed. They've really changed. I used to think so and so about them, such and such, but it's a night and day difference. It is a night and day difference." What else we got here? I gave my friend a book. It's a Chicken Soup for the Soul on Miracles. It's a really good book. I had a couple too, but he's just been feeling like sometimes he limits himself. He says, "Dude, I can't do that," or "This isn't possible," or this. I said, "Okay. Okay, bet." Slid him over this one. I said, "Watch this. I don't want to hear that from you, man. Talking about shit's impossible. Talking about that can't happen. You ever heard of a miracle?" Guys, if you're one of those people, little doubting Thomas, little Debbie Downer, show up at my front door and I'll hit you with a book for miracles, okay? Because they do happen left and right everywhere. Life-changing moments. But you need to believe a little bit, or they may never show up, dude. Those miracles aren't going to want to hang out with you, man. You're going to say, "Hey, you're not real." The Pinocchio game or whatever. So let's start believing. Me and you together. Let's make a pact. Let's hold hands. Hold hams. Let's hold our hams. And let's go get it. Let's go chase it. Let's go close our eyes, say a little nice believing prayer in the wishing well. And I wish you well. Farewell. Forever. This is the last video. Goodbye. No. Okay, I'm going to skip that one. It's a really good story, but too long. Another miracle here. This lady, like she had a family. She's a mom. She's working, but she really felt she needed to go to this night school, better herself, better her education, but it was a Saturday program and it was working out. But she was putting a lot of miles on her car. Her car was getting really old, and then they took away the Saturday program, so she wasn't gonna be able to do it again. And she didn't know what to do. And I think she prayed to the universe or God and just said, "Hey, if I'm meant to do this, if I'm supposed to do this, give me a sign, please. I want to do this. I think this is what I need to be doing." And then she was in Macy's or whatever, and there was a competition like, "Hey, win this free car." And the competition actually closed, but she still snuck her sheet in there, her card, her name, whatever, however you enter, and got a call a couple days later. She won the new car. Whoops. Is that a sign? Here's another good one, right? Somebody, everybody loves dogs and cats, and just the effect pets can have on us, and the love and the joy, and they're, we all know, they're little angels. They're little pieces of God, and that's 100% fact. But this lady was getting home, and she was missing her dog. Her dog had passed away. Her best friend used to always protect and cuddle, or sit there and, if she's sad, just kind of sit there and, lay its little head on her lap or whatever. And she just comes home, and the dog, Nobody comes rushing the door to greet her anymore. She was real down. She was thinking about it, and then a funny little thing happened. Funny little, odd, little, peculiar thing happened. A hairball came out of the vent and started rolling over towards her. Like a hairball. And it was almost like she took it as it was the dog still telling her, I'm here and I'm still greeting you when you get home and I'm always going to be here. And I got that love for you, dog. Shout out Randy Jackson. But isn't that a beautiful little story? She said she just broke down, you know. A hairball for dog's hair came rolling over to her feet. And that might be something small to y'all, but you're not looking hard enough. You're not looking hard enough. You're not seeing the big shore. And that is very picturesque here. Somebody was talking about dressed to the nines. I had forgotten that was a phrase, but isn't that just such a good phrase? Thought I was going to mention that real quick. If you are out there and you are dressed to the nines, shout out to you. I support you. I encourage you. And I love you. Something. Oh, okay, yeah. You know, my chicken soup for the soul. I don't have any here. They're actually all. Can you see them over there? My phone's black and white, but I can't tell. Right in front of that bag. Near that chair. I don't know. There's a bunch on there, right? And in one of them, because, like, they talk about these books, like, save people from suicide. They talk about these books get passed around jails and prisons. And inside my book, this is why I love Goodwill. It's the nitty gritty. It's the real fucking deal. I'm not buying books new. I like a used book where it's highlighted or pages are folded or, you know, somebody left a bookmark in there, you know, something like that. But this one said, you know, it was Dear Cheryl, right inside the cover of this great book that I'm reading now. That's why Goodwill is great. And it just said, Dear Cheryl, hope you get better. I'm here if you need anything. You're such an inspiration. Those are real people. That's real love. I don't know these people, but that love's out there. And I got to see a little piece of that. So I'm wondering if Cheryl got better and how great of friends they were. And what a nice message for someone to say, you're such an inspiration. That's really a pretty great thing you can say to somebody. And I hope she pulled through. Hope she got better. But even if she didn't, maybe it was her time and she found her peace and she still enjoyed it and she needed to hear that from a friend and you know, probably made her cry. Also, I was listening to J. Cole, best verses of J. Cole, and almost every verse he's talking about crying. I'm crying while writing this. It made me cry. I ain't too proud to tell you that I cry sometimes. I cry sometimes about it. And if this world was perfect, then we can make it work, but I doubt it. Love that, man. Nobody's too tough to cry. It's okay to get emotional out here. It's okay to feel things. Somebody said, you can grow up to be whatever I want to be, whatever you want to be. And the person said, I want to be a kid. Kid life. Let's stay young. Let us stay young, let us live forever. Don't have the power, but we never say never. I'm from the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop a bomb on us? What a great song. But Forever Young right there. Shout out. Your boys out there goofing around. I'm in the gym still. We did the prank game again. I whispered in a grown man's ear. Tell me that's not. I said, hey, bud, come here. This guy, he doesn't know what's going on. He's just working out, but it was my prank card. And I had to, hey, come here, closer. I gotta tell you a secret. I'm looking around. I was like, hey, come here. Let's make chocolate. And he was like, what? I was like, dude, let's make some chocolate. He was like, what? I was like, dude, let's s'mores. You want a campfire? Me and you? And he's like, nah, man, I'm good. But he laughed. He thought it was funny. I asked another guy, I was like, hey, bud, let me get a gander at that navel. That was what I had to say. And this dude just started laughing. He's like freaking out. He's like, what? He's like, My belly button? I was like, yeah, let me see your let's compare belly buttons. We're comparing belly buttons in there. Just having fun. We played the sauna game where once you get in the sauna, now me and my buddy would play a game that, shout out for the Impractical Jokers, we play the game that whoever makes the other person laugh first wins. The other guy loses. So I made him laugh in there. I said, there's all these big tough guys. They had just finished playing basketball. Somebody's playing all this classical old music. And I was like, it was dead silent. Nobody had said anything in like 8 minutes. And I just looked at it. I was like, hey, man, can you play some Nickelback for my buddy here? Yeah, he's a big fan. And it just caught everybody off guard. He started laughing. And the guy was really going to do it. But I was like, nah, man. I'm just kidding. I was just trying to make him laugh. So we had a good time in there. And that is what being a kid is all about. I think I had one more. One more prank. I had a few more, but another one that stood out, a memorable one, was that the card was, go up to someone and tell them they have a beautiful forehead for a woman. So obviously you got to say that to a guy. So I told this guy, I was like, hey, man. He's just on a machine, another older guy. And I was like, hey, man, you have a beautiful forehead for a woman. And like I didn't know how people would respond to that, but he actually loved it. He's like, oh, dude, thanks, man. Thank you, appreciate it. So I made him as my buddy. As I'm doing these pranks, like people like, they see me later in the gym. They're like, hey, man. Yeah, dude. So we're having a good time, and that is what being a kid is all about. Here's a good one, switching from some kids to some love. This is a really good one. Soulmates penetrate our soul. Like, you know, I talk to a girl or talk to somebody and it's like, yeah, we vibe and I'm nice and she's nice and, you know, there's things I like about her, but like, it's still surface level. You're only gonna meet, I'd say at max, like 4 soulmates, like 2, 3, 4, probably closer to 2 or 3 in your life that you get them at a deeper level. They understand you at a deeper level. There's just a whole entirely different connection. So that's why I'm not, you know, in a rush to fall in love. You know, they're talking to Michael Vick and they're like, how many times you fall in love? He said twice. Only 2 times in his life. His high school first girlfriend, that I think she cheated on him and he was devastated, and then he said his wife now. So yeah, you could date people, have fun, whatever. But you're probably only going to fall really, really, really in love with somebody a couple times. So think about that. But then how much value that they have when you do find them. How much you can't let them get away. And you got to do your best and let them know every day what they mean. God, holy shit, it just hit me. A book from my soul. We're running out of time, but I don't care. You guys have to hear this. There's no limits. It was this truck driver. He's driving in Alaska and he fell off this cliff. He died, but he only had like 2 hours before the cold was going to kill him. And he wrote this note to his wife and they found it. And they were passing around to other truck drivers and everybody was crying. But it was basically this long note saying, I regret spending all this time with my truck and beating up on this truck and pounding this road and doing all this driving when really I had you, like talking to his wife, and how much I loved you and how much you sacrificed and how I never thanked you or told you how important you were to me. I never did it enough, and I know it's too late now, but just it was sad, but you could tell how much he really loved her, and maybe how he got a little selfish, caught up in his own concerns and neglected. He's like, you would always wait for me at home, or you'd call me late at night, or make sure I was okay, or wonder where I'm at, or you'd be okay when I miss things to work, or kids' recitals, or whatever. It was just, it was a sad note, but it would also showed how much he did love her, and just, made the mistake of forgetting, and then how much she obviously loved him, and how great of a mom and a wife that she was too. So I was able to see some positive in it. Not all these miracle stories always are positive. Sometimes they start with tragedy. There's also a story, this guy's called they call this kid the eternal optimist, one of the kids. And like I said, some people just, positivity and stuff like that comes easier to them. And you want to hang around those people, learn from them. But it's this kid, he's very young. He's like 4 or 5 years old. He's the youngest. And I think he's got 2 brothers, 2 sisters, I don't know, maybe less. And one of the middle brothers dies unexpectedly. A disease hits or whatever. And the whole family's down and just fucked up. And he's sitting there at home and he just says, you know, I feel sorry for us, but I also feel happy for us. At least we got to know Trevor. Think about how great of a person he was, and some people never even got to know him. And that's a positive spin. You did have some time with him, and it is sad that he's gone, but think about the times that you did get with him and celebrate that instead. And how great of a person he was. And let's move on, though. This is a really good one. I saw this on a bumper sticker of a car, and I want it on my bumper now because I love cats and dogs. But it says, purr more, hiss less. Just enjoy things more, dude. Stop bitching is the AKA translation. I looked it up in the dictionary there. Enjoy, have fun, relax. And stop trying to fight or resist or bitch or scratch or claw, you know what I mean? Or think you're scared. Like, things are okay. Things are okay. And then, I'm going to try to speed up a little bit. In the news, the cancer deaths are going down. There's some good news. Love that. Here's another really good quote here. When half gods go, the gods arrive. So when you get rid of those idols, you know, whether it's video games or drugs or what are girls like? What do girls like? Who are women? You know, when they delete the TikTok, when you stop putting all your time and attention and focus and praise and worship, or what's it called? Looking up to something, and like something that, you know, maybe it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, putting them on the pedestal or whatever. And you get rid of that and then realize, no, I need to be thankful or grateful that I'm even here and I was blessed with another day and these gifts and what I've been provided. And, you know, I love humanity. I love myself. You know, all that's then the real things start showing up. You know, stop worshiping and putting all your time into, you know, Call of Duty, or, you know, what do women do? Shit, somebody get back to me on that one. Usually I know, but this time it's really escaping me. I mean, I know a girl that, yeah, she's, you know, she probably can't leave the bed without, you know, 3 vapes in her pocket. So for her, you know, cut that out. And those are the half gods, things that you think that you need or want or need to keep around or are very important to you, and they're not. And try to eliminate those, and you'll start realizing, uh-oh. What's that knocking on the door? Is that a little bit of love? Somebody bake a nice little love cake in the oven? I don't know. This thing talking about poor people are very generous. They usually are, like, because they got the empathy. They've seen what other people have seen. They know what other people are going through. So when they get blessed, they'll usually go and run and find one of their other poor homies and pour it up together. Po up. So shout out. The Sonic game talked about that. This son dropped off a dog at his mother's house. She was getting older. She, like, the door knocked. She's like, God, who is it? I don't want to deal with any company. And she wasn't leaving her house, and she was just miserable and depressed. And he brought this dog over. Didn't tell her at first. She's like, God, I hate dogs, but you know what? If my son's here, I'll be okay. And then she took a nap, and the son snuck out, left the dog. And she had already named the dog Happy. And then the dog, like, you made her get better sleep. She's waking up. She's going out more, taking the dog on walks, you know, talking to more people. Just that dog showed her how to live life again. Dog named Happy. So that was really cool. God, I got so many stories. Tammy, her parents had split up. and she was living with her mom, and like, you know, they weren't doing great, but they weren't like super poor, but she's working as a counselor, and she just missed having a family. That was her one thing, but she's working hard, she's doing her job, and she meets this one poor little boy, and he keeps talking about he wants to be a fireman, and so his birthday, he's got to get this fire truck so he could practice, and he needs this fire, and he describes every little detail of it, and she's like, wow. She couldn't believe how much he knew about this truck. And then so the day after his birthday, he's at the camp again, and she's like, hey, so little Jimmy, did you get the truck? And he's like, no, my parents couldn't afford it. You know, they're super poor. So she feels really bad, but then she goes and cashes her paycheck, and she goes and buys him that fire truck. And she meant to do it anonymously, but somehow the parents found out, and they said, hey, thank you so much for what you did. Come over here for dinner. And she goes over there, and they don't have much, but they eat on the couch, all of them together, and they just talk and have fun and a good time. And so that kid got his fire truck that he needed, and she got the family that she needed right there. She was able to sit there with the family again, have dinner. That was all she needed. Both people won out. Added two sets of people's generosity. And there's a quote here that says, you can have everything you want in your life if you help enough people get what they want in theirs. So if you have a little, you know, make-a-wish, a little local make-a-wish that you can make come true, make it happen. Make it happen. All right? Amen. God is good for that one. Oh, I saw, this is an in-person thing I saw. And it was this grandma, she's sitting there with, you know, her little kid, or no, she's looking at her grandson, and they're out to eat or whatever, and she's like, hey, you know, Jaden, when are you going to spend the night? Like, she was just dying, wanting this kid to come over and spend the night, probably be around his youthful ball of energy, and probably just have that rub off on her, remember what it's like having a kid in the house, and, you know, probably bake her special cookies, or wake him up early, you know, spoil him. That was really fun to see, too. You know, when are you coming over to Grandma and Grandpa's? Spend the night with us, please. You know, she was begging. She really, she wanted that kid. And then, you know, also give her, you know, the kid's parents, you know, a night off. And win-win-win for everybody again. Hello. Don't you love these situations? Came to another crossroads. It's win if we go left, and it's win if we go right, and it's win if we stay here, and it's win if we go back. What do you want to do? I did a really good horse earlier. Don't you remember that? Quote here, be loyal to your future, not your past. Don't be, oh, I did this in the past, so I guess there's no choice. I'm going to have to do this again. Fuck this up. I'm going to obviously make that same mistake. No. What would the new you do? The new and improved, the 2.0, when you become a Power Ranger? Huh? You going to save the city? You going to save yourself? So be loyal to what you want to do, you know? Guess what? Late night, yesterday, I just done a ton of cardio. Your boy was thinking, hey, bro, I could probably slide in there and get a little snack at the gas station, man. Ain't nobody out here. Nobody's gonna see me. I don't gotta report to anybody, dude. But no. I got goals. I'm getting my six-pack back, Jack. Okay? And there's no. I'm not gonna be tempted by a little stupid thought. All right, so I said, no. This is the future now. Welcome to the future, baby. Welcome to the future, baby. Whoa. Ric Flair on him. Okay. That one's too long. Okay, George St. Pierre, UFC fighter, right? Before a fight, he says he would drive around and, you know, he just sees an old lady, you know, grocery shopping with a bag or whatever. He starts thinking, she doesn't give a shit if I win this fight or not. My impact on the universe isn't actually that big. It's me putting all this pressure on myself. And I think that definitely helps him. The fact that he was able to step back out, realize, okay, this isn't life or death. I'm going to do my best, but I'm still going to love myself if I lose. I'm still going to be a great person, you know. Things like that. That was just that was an interesting way of looking at things. So, you know, maybe step out sometimes, realize how big the world is. Say, hey, you know what? These people don't even know if I'm doing really well or really bad. They don't care. It's just on me. It's just on me. Theo Vaughn, love him too. Shout out to all these people. David Goggins always, but he's talking about, you know, somebody gave him a call and said they missed their dad. Their dad had passed away, and, you know, Theo, he lost his dad at a young age too, and he said, what does he do? He says sometimes he touches his heart, and that gives him solace, because he's like, that's a sound that my parents made, that my dad was half part of, and that's still in me. You know, that's always going to be there. As long as I'm around, that's going to be there. So he kind of feels his heart, and even though his dad's not around, like, that's a part of him. So now, you know, I can feel my heart and, like, think of my parents. Like, that's them. In me, that's half of both of them in me. Creating that beat, that life, that miracle. And I never thought about it like that. I was really happy I got to see that. Okay, real quick, learn to master your emotions. Goes without saying. I had a dream that I was getting like 100,000 views on my videos. Wake up, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. Love y'all so much. Every day I think about the channel growing, how appreciative I am, how happy it makes me. I love that for all of us. It's coming. It is coming, baby. Here's another really good one here. The hard part isn't getting your body in shape. It's getting your mind in shape. It's mastering that mind. It's getting that discipline to become hard as nails. Because if your mind says you're going to do it and it doesn't waver, you know, there's always a time at the gym when you're there for about 20 minutes. It says, okay, you ready to leave? You want to leave? Let's go. And you give in, you're gone, and you're soft. And you can't have that. Like yesterday, I was on the bike, and I was watching people get to the gym way after me, leave before me. And I was like, not going to cut it. And it's not me judging them, but I just say, hey, I know you could have done more. It's still little's better than nothing, but I'm just saying, it's not your body that's given up. It's your mind. Okay? Just know that. Somewhere, someone is looking for someone exactly like you. You. Yeah, you, Tiger. You, Princess. Just know that. Don't settle. You want the best. But just keep being yourself, and someone's looking for someone just like that. Just like that. You're the perfect little mold for them. Talked about the Eternal Optimist. Talked about that. Okay, last story, and then we're out. This is a really great story. It's Halloween night. Picture it. It's in another one of my books. And this lady was so excited. She had all the candy. She was like, yes, I'm going to get to see the kids. I love the kids. They're going to be dressed up. And then unfortunately, she had an arthritis flare-up. She wasn't going to be able to go out. But she was able to watch from like a dark room in her window. So she was like, oh, I got to see astronauts and princesses and aliens and ghosts and monsters and, you know, whatever kids dress up as. And she left all the candy out, and she heard one person say, hey, just take one and whatever. But then it was the end of the night. It had been a great night. She had enjoyed it. She loved it. Everything had gone smooth according to plan. And there was like 3 late people that came. She wasn't sure she had enough candy in her bag. And the first 2, they go in there, they grab a Hershey's. They get it. And then the last little girl, she reaches in, and the guy's like, come on, there's nothing left. And she's out. She has nothing for us. Let's go. She kind of felt sad, the lady. And then the girl reaches in, and she finds a little orange jelly bean. 1 single jelly bean. The lady felt bad. She's like, dang it. Should have put more candy out there. There's nothing for that poor little girl. And she's feeling bad, and she hears the girl. The girl looks up, and she goes, it's okay. Thank you, house. I like the orange jelly bean. Isn't that a great story? For the girl, for the lady, for Halloween, for being grateful, accepting what we get and loving it. Really sweet story. It reminds you of the story that I keep telling my friend to write, but I literally had a dream about this. And if you're a writer, write it because he's taking too long. It's going to be a good children's book one day. But it's basically, I had this dream. It was this girl. She had short to long dark hair. In my dream, she was either Asian or Hispanic. I couldn't tell. But her dad, you know, he would try. He's not maybe the best dad or whatever, but he was still trying. And he'd be like, hey, you know, sorry, darling, you know, can't do this, that. And she'd be like, oh, it's okay, Dad. It's okay. We got this. You know, everything's good. I like it. It doesn't matter. You know, I see. We can do this. You know, the story keeps going. It's just scene after scene after scene of the dad saying, hey, I know this was the plan, but we're actually going to have to do that. It's okay, Dad. Hey, at least I get to spend time with you. You know? Or, hey, we're going to have leftover. It's okay, Dad. Okay, at least we get to eat. You know, she's just the perfect little girl. And then eventually it changes her dad and makes him see things, and he becomes better. But it's like the perfect girl where just everything, she's okay with it. She's happy. She's grateful for what she has. The plans change, and she changes right with them. But that's beautiful. I'm out of here. Great video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. What a joyride it was. What a long time. Posting in the daytime. Sunlight on your faces. How you doing? I love you. That's a lot. Thank you very much. Stay positive. Stay at peace. What else can I say? Life is good. Live in the moment. How we doing? Manifest what you need. Visualize it up. Give to other people. See, I know the phrases, man. I be living them, man. I be breathing them. Be swimming in them. Get my gills up. But y'all have a great day. Thank you so much. I do really love and appreciate every one of you. Keep improving yourself. Have fun. Smile out there. Life is good, people. I'm out of here. Stay blessed.